Good afternoon, GCHS sophomores. It is so wonderful to have an opportunity to meet with you all today, and I thank you for being on time and in place as we have requested your presence to this meeting. I am ecstatic, as well as the team, that we're going to have an opportunity to just provide some updates and some reminders as we have met the halfway point, a little bit over the halfway point now, of our first quarter grading period. Of course, I am Ms. Allen, the proud principal of Granville Central High School. We certainly do miss you being in the building with us, but we know that soon we will all hopefully be together, and we will be transitioning to what we're calling Plan B for those of you who have decided, your parents have decided that you're going to come back for Plan B face-to-face instruction. The first thing that I wanted to do is just to say thank you, students. I know that you didn't envision that we would be starting school with remote learning, but I certainly do appreciate your patience and your flexibility with the remote learning platforms, the LMSs that we're using. Also, any technical issues that you may have encountered, you all have just been superb working with your teachers and considering that we are all in this together. This year, we are operating under the theme, keep moving forward with learning, teaching, and leading. And this theme was actually inspired by this quote that I want you all to remember as we continue this school year, which we know is going to be a little different. And the quote says, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And that is what I want you to remember this year as we are going from Plan C to Plan B to Plan A, whatever the case may be, that we are going to keep moving forward, that we're going to do the best that we can this year in the situation that we're in with COVID-19. Let's talk a little bit about expectations. On last week, the progress reports were uploaded into Parent Portal, and you and your parent had an opportunity to look to see how you were progressing in your classes. I need you all to listen very carefully to this. Grades count, and attendance matters. Grades count. This is very different from when we left school in March as far as grading is concerned. We've started a brand new year. You have brand new classes, and in those classes, there are concepts that you have to learn and master to be ready for your end of the semester tests, whether they're state assessments or teacher-made assessments. We refer to those as your exams. You have to be ready for those exams in December. And so grades count. If you are not passing your classes as of today, I need you to reevaluate what you're doing. I need you to reach out to your teachers and ask for help. I need you to turn that situation around immediately, because we're already almost halfway through this first quarter grading period, and you need to make sure that you're passing your classes. You all know that in order to be promoted to the next grade, you've got to have a certain number of credits, and we need you to stay on track for being able to graduate in 4 years. So please take advantage of the office hours that your teachers have on Wednesday. Those times are posted on our GCHS website. And then you also have your asynchronous time on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday that you can ask your teacher for help after the synchronous time. So the whole group session, after that session ends, you can stay online and ask your teacher for additional help. Please do that. I need you to do all of your work, and not only do the work, but also make sure that you submit it. Attendance, when you're in your Zoom sessions, please make sure that you are engaged in the lesson, that you are responding to the questions and participating in the interactive activities that the teachers have planned for you. our teachers are spending a lot of time preparing lessons just for you. And so I need you to make sure that you take advantage of all the opportunities that they are providing within their class. And then actually 2 more things. Today is Wednesday, so I hope that you have completed your question of the day. Remember, attendance is taken every day. And on Wednesday, since we have remote learning, you are expected to complete the question of the day. So if you have not done so, please make sure that you are completing those questions. Also remember that Wednesday is an opportunity for you to complete the assignments that your teacher has posted in the LMS, but also if there's work that they're allowing you to finish to prepare for the class on Thursday, make sure that you're using Wednesday to do that. Wednesday is not a no school day. It is a remote learning day. It was built in to give you some time to make sure that everything that you're supposed to be doing in your classes has been completed. And then the last thing that I want to share with you is that on October the 12th, the school board has approved for us to move into reentry Plan B. So for those of you whose parents selected Plan B as an option for you to come into the school for face-to-face instruction, that will start on a staggered entry the week of October the 12th. On next week, September the 28th, the pre-K and the kindergarten, the self-contained students are going to be able to re-enter school across the district. But all other students will start on a staggered entry on October the 12th. You will receive information, your parents will receive a letter with information about your group designation, with designations which are set, and also what that schedule will look like for re-entry to Plan B. So more information to come. Please make sure that you're checking out the videos that I'm posting on the website, as well as the post on our social media pages. Over the next few weeks, you may be inundated with information because we're going to try to help you understand what re-entry at Granville Central High School is going to look like as far as our safety protocols are concerned. But I think that's it for me. Thank you for your attention. Know that we're here to help you. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. Next on the list is Mrs. Hellner, our Assistant Principal of Curriculum and Instruction. Mrs. Hellner?
Hi, everybody. I am so happy to see so many of you here. I am thrilled that you are doing pretty much everything that you need to do. It's important, and as Ms. Allen said, it's, grades count. So you need to make sure that you are doing exactly what you need to be doing with regard to academics. So we are still testing at the end of this semester. So it is important to stay on track and continue with what you need to do in order to get to those tests and be able to do well. Some of you may be interested in taking the PSAT this year. That's going to be in the spring semester. Normally we do that in the beginning of the year, but because of everything that's going on, we've decided to move that to the spring. If you think you're interested in participating in PSAT, just go ahead and send me an email or get in touch with me, and I'll make sure to put you on the list so that you're able to take that in the spring. That's everything. Well, you also have the pre-ACT, and that's going to be later in the spring as well. We'll talk more about that as we get into second semester. I think that's it.
All right. And Mr. Waddy may join us at the end of the session today, so we're going to keep moving. And so next up will be Coach Noel.
Good afternoon, guys. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions for me because you're my 10th graders and you guys missed out on finishing up driver's ed as 9th graders. Some of you were able to finish up the last class right before we got hit with COVID, and you probably have some questions. We are now being able to start the driving part, and if you haven't signed up or hadn't communicated with me to get the driving part done, in this slide right here, you see the school phone number and my email. Please reach out to me and contact me so we can get that set up, because we can, we're able to do the driving part. And a lot of you guys missed out on the last class we would have done in the spring as well. And that should start very, very soon. I don't have a exact start date yet, as we met last week, but you also will, there will be a call coming to everybody's house And I will let you know that the plan is to let the 10th graders get the first shot at a class, so you guys can all get caught up and be able to drive. So that it will be sent out to the 10th grade homes first to be able to do the first class, and that will be done virtually through Zoom and some work sent home or whatnot. But it'll be more details as that comes up. But like I said here, we'll register through the school website for the class. One thing that's new is you must pay before you can take the class now, and that is $65. That was something that was changed by the state this year. But please email me or call me at the school, to reach out if you have any questions about the class or to get signed up for the driving part. I've talked to some of you guys already. We've been working on that, but some of you still have a lot of questions. So please feel free to reach out to me so we can get that set up. And next, I'll spend a little bit of time on our revised 2020-21 sports calendar. Some of you may have seen this, may not have seen it. Our goal is to start sports on November 4th, with our first practice being cross country and volleyball. And then we'll transition on December 7th to men's and women's basketball. January 11th, we will start men's soccer. February 8th, football. March the 1st, we will start men's and women's golf, tennis, soccer, and softball. And then we'll finish up in April this year with baseball, female tennis, track and field, and wrestling. And I know that's a lot different. If you guys wrestled last year, it was the same time as basketball. So just pay attention to that change where wrestling season will start on April 12th this year. That's a lot different than what we've seen in the past. And also football and soccer starting after basketball. Those two things will change too. But we want to make sure you guys get a season in this year, so we'll be able to get it together. The next slide is the contacts. If you need to reach out to a coach, some of the coaches' emails are here, like Coach Givens, who does cross country, and Miss Breaker, who does volleyball. Those are the first two sports, and they will be the first two that will have workouts. And we plan to get that plan out as soon as it's approved, and we can get that going as well. Hopefully around the same time of the October 12th date, when you guys can start back on Plan B, we can get a workout plan together. So that's our goal. We still don't have anything set in stone, but that's what we want to do. But feel free, if you have any questions about driver's ed or athletics, email me or call me at the school, and I'll be more than welcome to answer anything you can.
Thank you, Coach Noel. Okay. Mrs. Bierman, Ms. Breaker, we turn it over to you.
Okay, so those of you who are not new to Granville Central, our counseling department has changed up a little bit. So Mrs. Bierman and I now split all grade levels. So I know that when you finished 9th grade last year, you were under the assumption that it would just be me as your school counselor, but it's Ms. Bierman and myself. So if your last names begin with A through K, then Mrs. Bierman is your counselor. And if your last names begin with L through Z, then Ms. Breaker is your counselor. We have a new college advisor, Mr. Brown. Our college advisors come every 2 years. So Mr. Fields, his last year was last year with us. And so we have Mr. Brown for the next 2 school years. So when you, so this year is a sophomore, and then next year you'll have him as a junior as well. And then your senior year, there'll be another college advisor. And Mr. Harris is now our intervention counselor. So you may see him in and out of the building because he's also at Webb and South Granville. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So let's talk about what you need to graduate from high school, because this is important. We ask you guys all the time because we want to make sure that you remember and that you know this information. But you need a total of 28 credits to graduate from high school. And that's 4 for English, math, and social studies, 3 for science, 1 health and PE, and 12 electives. And you can get those by, successfully completing your courses with a 60% or higher. And that can either be, classes through Granville Central, through North Carolina Virtual Public School, or through Granville online classes. And those, whether they're during the regular school year or summer school, that's how you will earn your 28 credits. So it's important that you're offered 4 classes each semester. You want to pass all 4 classes each semester. That way you don't find yourself trying to figure out how you will get to the next grade. GPA. So when you first started as ninth graders, you didn't have a GPA, but now each of you have a GPA at this point. And your GPA is created through quality points. So for every grade that you get, it's worth a certain number of points. So A's are worth 4 points, B's are worth 3, C's are worth 2, D's are worth 1, and obviously you don't get any points if you fail a class. If you're taking an honors class, then you'll get a half a point added to whatever that point is. So let's say you are taking biology honors, then, and you get an A in that class. Then instead of getting 4 points, you get 4.5 points. Let's say you are taking one of the engineering courses like Intro to Engineering Design. That is an AP level course, so it gets an extra point added to the quality points. So if you get a B in that class, instead of getting 3 points, you would actually get 4 points. So it would be like getting an A in the class when you get a B. Okay? And that, once you get your quality points, that's how you then get your grade point average. So you will begin to see a GPA on your transcript at this point. And your GPA is developed from the total number of quality points by the total attempted number of credits. So if you fail a class and you didn't earn any points for it, it's still calculated into your GPA. The only exception at this point is if you selected like PC 19 from last semester, then those points and those grade, that grade does not get calculated into your GPA. Your class rank is determined by your GPA. And we use your weighted GPA. So there's a weighted and there's an unweighted GPA. So weighted GPAs include your honors and AP level courses, and unweighted does not include the honors points. So you still get the quality points, but not the honors points that come along with those honors and AP level classes. All right, and then, so how will you promote to the next grade? So you need 12 credits, including English 1 and 2, to go to 11th grade. So I want you to think about how many credits you have on your transcript. When you received your report cards, it told you how many credits that you have. Pay attention to that. If you're not sure, you can always check with Ms. Bierman or myself and we can let you know that information. But you want to get all of your credits so that you may promote. Keep in mind that you can, except for English, you can pass some classes, you can fail some classes and still get promoted to the next grade. You can also pass some classes and not promote to the next grade. So the goal is to get your 12 credits, including English 1 and 2. And to get to 12th grade, you have to have 20 credits, including English 1, 2, and 3. All right. There's a grade level haiku page. All of you have been added. If you have not been added, we'll definitely make sure that we get you added. But if you go into haiku, you will see the page that says Sophomore Scoop. You click on that and it has tons of information available to you from things that are events that we're having or programs that we might be having. Scholarship opportunities, it's never too early to apply for scholarships. Outside summer opportunities, things like that. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that grade level haiku page. And staying in communication with us. So here's all the contact information. If you are not on your phone, and I know that it's very few of you who are on our Remind because it comes to my phone, and there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 people in L through Z, and there are only, I think it's only one person A through K, and that's a parent. So I want you to take out your phone and join the Sophomore Remind. You're going to text, whether it's A through K or L through Z, you're going to text those codes to 81010 and join. I want to start getting a bunch of notifications to my phone to let me know that people are joining, because you're missing out on valuable information when you're not checking emails or if you're not, in touch on the Remind group. So make sure that you do that. If you need to schedule an appointment with Mrs. Bierman or myself, then you can type in that link. It's on the school website. It's in our email signatures. So if you ever want to make an appointment with us, that's all you have to do is click on it. It's also listed in your listed on your Haiku page, your Sophomore Scoop page. So look for Haiku Sophomore Scoop. If you can't find it, you can go to the school website and you can go to what is it? Department and Services, I think.
Programs and services.
Programs and Services, and look for counseling department links, and you'll see your class pages right there for you. Questions? Coach Noel, I think I saw a question about this has nothing to do with school counseling, but I think I saw a question about a tennis team. Someone asked about a tennis team.
Yeah, I see that message, Coach Breaker.
Okay.
We've never had one because we don't have the facilities. The plan was that hopefully the Gap would have a facility for us, but right now that hadn't been moved forward yet. So we probably, unless something changes, we wouldn't be able to have a tennis team this year.
Okay. Are there any other questions, whether they're school counseling related or about anything that was shared with you today? Can we change plans? Are you talking about remote versus face-to-face? Okay. Mrs. Hellner?
Brian, you need to send me an email. Actually, I really need to talk to your parents, so I really need your parent to call me. Can you do that? Maybe. Gotta talk to the parent. So I need your parent to call me. If your parent speaks a language other than English, my Spanish is más o menos. So just have them call me. It's not a problem. Daisy, you need to call me. The remind code again, Miss.
I'm typing it in the chat box right now.
Perfect. Coach Noel, where do they sign up for driver's ed?
Is it a for the classroom, or do you need to do the driving part, Christian? There'll be a link on the website when the class is available, and there should be a call going out next week. It'll be done through a Google form.
Oh, I'm getting notifications. Yay, they're joining.
And Mrs. Breaker, I pulled up the website. And so if you want to give those directions again, I'll click so they can see where the Sophomore Scoop is located.
Awesome. So if you click on Programs and Services.
Okay.
Oh, that looks weird. And then Counseling Department links. And there are the class pages right there. So all you have to do is click right there where it says Sophomore Scoop. It'll take you to your class page. Voila. So announcements. You'll see, we'll put announcements up. We'll also put things up where it says upcoming activities. If you have not created a CFNC account, you definitely should create one. If you're not sure if you have created one, please do not create one. Just send us an email and we'll let you know if you have one, because we don't want you to create duplicates. There is the remind information again, just in case anyone missed it. It was mentioned earlier about your teacher's hours. If you scroll back up, Ms. Allen, to help with your work.
Awesome.
You can see your teacher's office hours. So they're right there for you. You just click on it and it'll download to your computer for you to have a full size of it, okay? There's information for a parent corner. Like I said, scholarships and outside opportunities. If you are trying to figure out what you want to major in, if you want to go to college or if you want to go straight to work, you can click on choosing a career. There's an interest inventory, and if you're thinking about playing sports in college, there's some information there as well. So this is all at your fingertips. It's just up to you to actually access it. Any other questions?
All right, well, I don't hear any other questions. And so sophomores, we thank you for attending the session today. Please make sure that you are checking your email multiple times a day, as that is the way that we can communicate with you, as well as we're posting information, as you can see on the website and also on our social media pages. We've got Twitter, Instagram, and a Facebook page, and we're posting information there as well. So please make sure to check your email and check out those sites for information. If there are no other questions, does anyone have anything else? All right, if not, thank you. Have a good day. Make sure you get all your work completed and make sure that you're in class in the morning starting at 9 o'clock. We look forward to talking with you soon. Take care.